All right! Utah Jazz get the victory over the Boston Celtics. This is Hanson James. This is the Utah Jazz postgame show. Goodbye, Hayward. Goodbye! Woo! That's a nice win over the Boston Celtics. Gordon Hayward returns to Utah, and really by the end of the game, it was sad. He cowered at the end like he always did in Utah, and we always knew, but we always stood up for him no matter what, and then he left. The Jazz are better off without Gordon Hayward. Enjoy $40 million a year in his fourth year, Boston. Enjoy it, because now the Jazz don't have to. And the Jazz have cap space after this season. The Jazz have Donovan Mitchell after this season. The Jazz have Rudy Gobert after this season, who's better than Horford. Tonight, we saw Rudy Gobert dominate Al Horford. Dominated him. He couldn't do nothing with Rudy Gobert in the paint. And you know who couldn't do nothing against Rudy Gobert in the paint? Gordon Hayward. Did not challenge Rudy Gobert at the rim one time. And he missed shots. The Celtics were better with him off the floor. What is Boston going to do? You can't trade that. You can't trade that. Who's going to trade for that? Nobody. He's not that good. The reason that Gordon Hayward was good was because of the Rudy Gobert screens that created incredible space and the Jazz giving him every single possession down the floor. Everything on the Jazz offense was designed to make Gordon Hayward better. Now he's on the Celtics. And apparently Brad Stevens, who some would say is the greatest coach who has ever seen this planet, can't figure out a way to make him better. Quinn Snyder, on the other hand, could. Not Brad Stevens. Not Brad Stevens. Go back to Boston, Hayward. Enjoy your time over there. Enjoy your max contract. We don't need you because we got a guy named Joe Ingles who's better than you. Any Boston fans who'd say they'd rather have Gordon Hayward than Joe Ingles is a liar because Joe Ingles is better than him. Woo! You just got jingled tonight, baby. It felt good. Rudy Gobert dominated Horford the whole game. Feels good in my soul. We needed this. Gordon Hayward was a liar to the Jazz. He sold his house in May, made his decision in July. Told the Jazz not to make trades. Told the Jazz not to do these things and then just leaves. Left the Jazz for nothing and they've risen out better without him. It's amazing. It's so good. I'm so hyped. I can't believe it. I don't know how I'm sleeping tonight. I don't know how I'm going to do anything tonight. The Jazz won. And you know, honestly, it's at this point, it's a little sad to see Hayward. He was dejected. He was sad. He was, you know, he knew he couldn't score against Gobert because he's the best center in the NBA, and he just threw the ball away any chance he could. He missed threes that could have won the game, but he's Gordon Hayward, and he loses games for you at the end like we saw for 7 years. It was nice to see. It's nice to be on the other end of Hayward losing a game for his team. It's just nice. And it's nice to have a stud like Donovan Mitchell who gets to the rim, gets points at the end. They could not stop him. He got the foul calls he needed, made threes. And by the way, anyone on the Celtics miss Jae Crowder right now? You miss Jae Crowder right now. I know you do. You do. You cheered for the wrong guy. Jae Crowder is a Jazz man. Absolutely wonderful to have a guy like Jae Crowder who is ready for the moment. He was talking all night. He came to play, and Jae came out the winner. And Joe Ingles is better than Gordon Hayward. The Jazz are better than Boston. You better believe Boston doesn't want none of this in the playoffs. Maybe the NBA is just keeping these playoffs the way they are so that Boston doesn't have to face Utah and Washington doesn't have to face the Rockets because the East can't handle it. The East can't handle it. Gordon Hayward couldn't handle it. That's why he went to the East. Goodbye. Guys, like and subscribe to this video. This was a lot of fun. We're going to do this all week. All season, forever. It's a Jazz victory over Boston. Gordon Hayward can't handle this smoke. Horford can't handle Gobert. Ingles is better. Donovan Mitchell, rising superstar. The Jazz stopped them. Talk to you later.